Is that how it works? Hello? Am I live now? Does it show I'm live now? God, please say yes. Oh, it does. It does. It does. What the fuck? That is so weird. That is so weird. I guess it doesn't matter, but that's really weird. I don't even know how that works. I guess I could schedule now. Oh, so I learned how to do that. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, computer. Whatever you say. Sure. Alright. Let's open up Genshin. Holy shit. That's really weird. Seems like it's just really strange. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. That was really, really weird. I was having all sorts of issues. I usually don't schedule, so I guess I just don't know how that works. Which is fine. How does that I don't know. And I won't question it. It's now running really smooth though. That's all that matters. Is Genshin running really smooth? That was so weird. So I can like restart. You see, the thing is like I've never had that issue. Like I've always had an issue where I have to start a whole new stream again. So I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to just schedule the stream and then let it start back up from the scheduled stream instead. It's still doing it. But I guess now I know how to schedule. That's always good. That was the, I'm not gonna lie, that was the most fucked up streamings I've ever had. That was the most scuffed streaming I've ever had. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Never doing that again. No, thank you. Hold on, y'all. The game's starting. It just gotta get everything set up.
Thanks to the academia's help, we can stay safe when we go out to sea.
Let's go back. Oh. Ah, there we go. We're back. Oh, she just like slid. I have a lot of stuff. Oh my god. I have a lot of stuff. Wow. Oof. Myabe. Who's up right now? Yeah. So she's a caster, essentially. Okay. We're gonna go do the Starry quest. Now I know how to schedule, so I will. like, they're gonna be confused. Like, now they're probably wondering, like, what's going on. But, stream is back up, so that's... Let me go ahead and, like, actually say stream is back up completely now. Hold on. Because, I know y'all are confused. Because I was confused. And I'm confused. Well, actually, no. Y'all would know better than me. Oh my lord. Yeah, I'll just go here. Oh my god, yay! The stream is fully up now. so okay, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and check out. That took like forever. Lord. I'll definitely save some stuff. Don't you dare, game! Don't you dare. Oh, is it down? Oh, no. Oh, he's not down. Just bat it.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen? Let's go take a look.
Get some water.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss.
Damn, what a champion.
He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended.
Aww.
But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Damn, he's so cool.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here?
Traveler, Paimon! A long time no see. So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
And you are?
Ah, you're tourist from the vet clinic.
Vet clinic!
What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned, does it actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill.
Chill.
I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
Happens a lot.
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
That's how animals are in general. They just don't want to show weakness. Oh, she has a bone!
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in Natland for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
No, so much talking, bruh. Yeah. There's a lot of talking in this one. I'm doing a story quest. Let's go! Finally! There's some talking in this. There's always a little bit of talking.
So it would seem, as it happens.
I'm vibing with the music right now. I'm like literally chilling with it. It's so pretty. I love flutes. I think it's great.
Huh? For real, Uncle Bacall?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them.
Yeah, you go ask them.
Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Damn, he's so chill. He's like actually so chill.
Great. In that case, let's go our separate ways for now.
So cool.
Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going to get that with so many people gathered around.
I just realized a great component of his outfit and why he has a glove, a fully glove on one of his hands. First of all, it's like for surgeries and stuff, because they need to use, and it's on his right hand, so it's like the primary hand for like surgeries and stuff like that, like you're going to put your hand and stuff. But also, people who put their hands in cows wear the same kind of glove. It's all vet-like, designed-wise. It's very cute.
I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news.
Finally got
Fingers crossed,
her
he'll soon be on the
brains
mend.
done. We didn't want to go home. Got sucked into Netflix. Oh! Awesome! Glad that she got it done. It's really good. Finally! Yes! No, nah, not now! What did we do?
What up, my dudes?
Your rep precedes you, bro. Respect.
Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength.
Hell yeah, brother!
The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
We're
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah?
Hell yeah.
Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends.
Hell yeah, I'm a legend. Loves that go that high up are because you're going in deep. Yeah, that's exactly it is. That's exactly right.
The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Hell yeah. Oh, he know what he's talking about. Hello. Hello, Eva.
Aww, you're making Paimon blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
A legend among vets.
Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, bro. I love you.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
Seriously, seriously.
True dat. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years.
He fine. He good.
There's some fresh talent
Look at
rolling in
him.
recently. I'm
He's
hoping
cool.
they could step up quick.
He's
But
also a
vet med's no
veterinarian.
joke.
Those
There's
are
a
always
ton of
cool.
challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet.
That's rough.
No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom.
You gonna get snapped.
My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition, though, you know?
Dude, he's okay, fun. Sorry. My boyfriend came in the room. My boyfriend came in the room. He's like making a little funky noise with the fan.
Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there.
It does suck.
So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first.
You got this, bro.
Heck yeah, I do.
Heck yeah, he does. Damn. Alright.
Looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Damn, well, that chief is tall as fuck. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh shit.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war,
Yeah, Mutao is cool.
he's
as
done
hell.
well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This too is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Well, they had a war to deal with, like, forever, so now they're chilling.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
They all can't cook worth shit.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flowerfeather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
Damn.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
Yes. I'm gonna just say yes.
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Netland, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloom Flower Trials.
Okay.
It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
There's a Saurus.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloom Flower Trials haven't been held for centuries.
Is there some hidden story behind
Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics.
Everybody died. It took sacrificing tiny baby Sauruses. Something, everything is bad. Something. That's what I'm guessing.
The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloom Flower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle.
He's right. Don't treat it like a hassle.
All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
He hears them.
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower Trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Mualani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
Oh, we know that.
And I
She
guess
loves
your
it.
vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Pakal is such a fucking cool ass dude. The dog will say, he's actually so cool.
Nice!
What a homie.
Thanks, everyone. It really means
And
a lot.
Pakal.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
Very well, yes. I love him.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Oh, they're here.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella. Huh.
He's friendly.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
It'd be down to lend a claw is crazy.
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon.
That guy is fucking tall.
They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away.
More the let's sleep on it type, are we, Paimon?
But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, you gonna sign up?
Of course.
Kachina!
In that
Sweet,
case,
sweet Kachina!
let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
See ya! Wouldn't want to be ya.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no
Music's so
time.
good. Whatever.
Aw, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep?
Has something to say.
You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us translate? Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
Y'all don't have to go through this for me. Let me perish. That's what I think. Ah. Rawr, cough, cough. Everything okay, Milray? Do you want to eat something? Why don't I go pick you up some fruit? Thanks for looking out for me, Nyan. I'll be fine. Hello, Milray and Nyan. Oh, who are you? Haven't seen you around here before. Have you come to visit Milray too? Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that you have nothing to worry about, okay? Those nice humans have found a way to cure you. I won't be long before they've gathered enough ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals, so hang in there. You'll be on the mend soon. Sacred flame crystals? Cough, cough. Cough, cough. I'm not. Man, homie sounds like he's got like goddamn tuberculosis. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Those nice humans have no idea how dangerous sacred flame crystals are. Dangerous? Yes, very dangerous. They can beguile human hearts, turn friends into enemies. The humans must be very careful. Milray struggles to say something else, but he soon falls unconscious once more. Beguile human hearts. The chiefs didn't mention anything about that before. Could there be a known risk associated with using sacred flame crystals? More importantly, if even the chiefs know nothing about this, despite all the knowledge they possess, then where did Milray and Nyan come to hear of it? Nyan, who told you guys the sacred flame crystals were dangerous? How to cure depression. Step 1. Play Genshin. Hell yeah! Let's go! mysterious Caucasaur we met while fighting those big monsters. He was the one who told us. I still remember how our friends were all running around in a panic the first time Milray passed out. Not the disease, not again. We'll need to find ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. But sacred flame crystals can beguile human hearts, turn friends into enemies. What should I do? Where did this Caucasaur find out then? I don't know. He often said things we couldn't understand apart from us. No other little saurians wanted to play with him. As far as I could tell, he didn't have any human companion either. But I'm sure he wouldn't have lied to us. He saved us many times, and we're very close friends. I really, really hope that Milray recovers soon. But if sacred flame crystals generally aren't that dangerous, I don't think that's the way he would want to be saved. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I'll remind the humans to be careful. In the meantime, you take good care of Milray, alright? Just make sure he doesn't worry too much and gets a lot of rest.
You do that for him? Thank you very much.
It's becoming more mysterious by the minute. With Mavuika and the 6 chiefs present, I'm sure everything will be alright. Still, I'd better find a chance to talk to Mavuika about it. Let's go! Damn. Going the wrong way.
People aren't stones. They need regular exercise.
Let's go! I love this. You can just climb on the wall. Yeah. This music's so good! Is it just me? Guessing it's just me. Dude, I have not seen any Genshin in like forever, bro. Really? Nyan is one of the first words I think of when I read this channel's name. Nyan, it's so funny. Bro, I haven't played Genshin in a minute, so this is really refreshing. I mean, I play Genshin a lot for stream, but I've been playing Red Dead recently, so this is nice. Nice change of pace. I like putting Genshin in between other things. I don't want to just play Genshin forever, so. I mean, I'll end up playing Genshin forever, but still. If you get what I'm talking about. That was last week. It literally was last week. Wait! Red Dead was last week, right? When was the last time I played Genshin? The week before then, right? Or was that still Red Dead? I can't remember. Is there a... No. Oh, sorry, I'm chilling. I always chill with the music.
Let's move out.
I'm literally just walking towards her. this. I haven't been doing this in a minute. I haven't played this in a minute. Let's go. Oh, and shoulders.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
Oh boy, I got such a queen.
In that case, we'll be off. It's
I like
time
her
we
voice
started
actor.
organizing crews to set up the venues.
Her voice actor has like gives
Traveler,
like a very
Paimon.
sisterly voice, I guess.
Good
luck.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then. Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
Let's go! Bring back
True,
old
but
tradition.
I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured.
Is there anything dangerous about them? Do you know anything about sacred flame crystals?
What makes you ask?
We've heard rumors that sacred flame crystals can beguile human hearts.
I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natland for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts.
I find it hard to imagine too.
So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natland we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about
The
it.
song is oddly inspiring. It is very inspiring. Wake up! Get motivated.
Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
Nope. This stuff is so very, like, the music here is, like, very, very good. Like, I like the music in the first, like, area you ever walk into, Collection of Plenty. That music's dope. Music is super freaking good to me personally.
Finally, you're here!
And the ocean area. The land of what do you call it? Springs? The springs people? Forgot the name.
That traveler, Paimon. So basically, hold up. What happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is, I get to go first. What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden? So, you know about the bloom flower trials, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, we were wondering, have you decided which tribe you'll join? If not, how about the people of the springs?
14th of April. If not, how about the people of the springs?
What? We're allowed to take part too?
I think that's how long. I was like, if I can't get my computer to run this, I'll just like play next Saturday.
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long, we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not you compete or which tribe you support, well, that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other words, recruiting you is every tribe's top priority right now.
Oh, so that's what's going on! No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck just now. He must have known this was coming. And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some serious incentives. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop.
That sounds very enticing, Milani. But what does other people have?
Luxury hot springs? Sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation.
Hold on, Paimon.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat, all you can eat.
Okay.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula Hal!
I don't know about that. That's kind of a downside. That's the con right there. That's the con!
Yeah, no one wants that.
Exactly!
You little... Ah!
Goodbye! Cool, hello! Oh, blasting off again!
All you can eat barbecue?
Salivating.
Join up with the Collective of Plenty, and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to help you become stronger than you already are. Paimon's not too keen on training, but getting stronger does sound tempting.
All I've got to offer are freshly picked vegetables, but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
Aww.
Ooh, could Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies myself.
Well, flying's kinda what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of fun too. I can bake Saurus crackers and green fruit chips.
Aww, Kachina! I'm sorry, I think Kachina's got all y'all beat. That's my little sister. I gotta keep her good. That's my daughter! That's my daughter! She's my daughter!
Oh, Paimon loves those too! Oh, this is such a tough choice. Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others. You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you.
Tumani belongs to all of us.
Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches at least.
Their voices are back. I know! Their voices are back!
There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half you're on our side, second half on theirs. Sounds fair enough, right?
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for those perks you mentioned earlier... Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
I love Mulani's voice actor too.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs,
know their voices
and the
are
Children of Echoes
back!
against the other 3 tribes.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable!
All right, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
Let's go! Okay. They're so back, bruh! They're so back! Woo!
Let's move out.
Okay, so this is where it's all held. Hello. Haven, Paimon, we meet at last. Welcome to the Bloom Flower Trials. I heard from the chief that you're here to sign up for the competition. Yeah, but we were wondering what exactly is the Bloom Flower Trials about? I'll give you a quick rundown. First of all, the Bloom Flower Trials are divided into offensive battles and defensive battles. Offensive battles are simple. Just stop your opponent from attacking the tribe. Playing offense is trickier. Assuming your tribe's lost its defense, they'll have to sound a horn and counterattack. To spice things up, we've added special ritual items into the mix. Attackers can charge them up and destroy the defenders. Special barriers. And even if there's competition, we don't want to see uncalled for violence or conflict. Anything broken should be fixed. And if you see monsters, please group them out. Definitely one of the quickest rundowns of all time. Don't sweat it. If you got questions, come find me. Okay. Okay, let's give it a try first. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, so you have to use Mulani. Right. Sure! I don't know what I'm doing! I never know what I'm doing! Let's go! Right. Continue strategy event to treble challenges as well as collecting previous supplied boxes will instantly charge a ritual. When ritual items are fully charged, using it will break the barrier protection and enemy camps. After all barriers are destroyed, defeat the enemy forces stationed in camp to claim victory.
Need a surfboard?
Okay.
Keep pushing forward!
Oh, it's like capture the flag almost.
Check this out! Best of luck! You two! Time to end them! Rest and rebuild! Come on out. Right here. Right now. Carving waves!
I, yet again, do not know how to use her. I haven't used her forever. Let's go do this again.
Let's ride!
Nice, okay.
Kaboom! Keep pushing forward!
Show no mercy!
Allow me!
Show them. Emerge.
Carving waves! Woohoo! Ha! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
I am.
Ho!
Okay.
Faster! Kaboom!
This is pretty awesome. Little supply box to gain energy. Oh, okay. You gain energy that way. There's another thing over here. Okay, I don't have enough energy. Did I get that one yet? No? Okay. Okay.
Off we go.
Got it.
Keep pushing forward!
There's this over here. Transfers abilities campaigns from the people of springs to move swiftly. Okay. Lord Almighty! Oh boy. Okay. Got it. Okay. What the fuck? Confusion. Okay, I can do this now. It's definitely
That's the finishing blow!
Come on out. Right here. Right now.
Hold the line! Lalo!
He's Papa! Get him!
Carving waves! Let's shred!
here. Suffer the wrath of Ainsley!
Let's ride!
Right now, nothing lasts forever.
Check this out! Best of luck!
Got it. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I have no idea. A little bit much, if you ask me. What's about the other one? Let's go check the other one. Hello, welcome to the Saurian Expedition Supply Station. Wow, there's so many little Saurians here. Are you all going to look for Ocean Zephyr? Time and tide wait for no man. Ocean Zephyr picking squad already left. Though these youngins wanted to help no matter how hard Mr. Ethan and Mr. Kakuku? Yeah, no, I don't know about that one. That was a little rough on me. To honor their enthusiasm, Mr. Aoife let them join the expedition, although what counts as expedition was left up to them. Whether it's yummy grain fruit or shiny trinkets, they can collect whatever they want. All that matters is that they get back safely. Everyone gets it. Well, they sure look happy. Stay safe, little ones. The outside world is full of bad guys. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute! I love the little owl one. He's so cute. He looks fluffy. And the one that's like kind of like a fish shark. Treasure seekers, you must watch the stage's treasure. Okay. Different Saurians help have favorable terrain unique to them. Traveling favorable terrain will increase their movement speed, while traveling unfavorable terrain will decrease their movement speed. Okay. Let's give this one a try. On the field at intervals. In collection stages, you must direct the Saurians' help to collect a specified number of precious grain fruit. The magma will rain down on the field at intervals, dealing damage to creatures within its AoE. Okay. Okay. Am I stuck? Oh. Oh! I must go to my wife's stream. Okay. I'm getting it. Okay. You got multiple wives. Wives. I think he's saying that it's her stream that she has to watch. Like, it belongs to her. I think that's what that is. The multiple wives. I think his wife would beat the shit out. I think Lilith would beat the shit out of him. What's up? Oh, why did I choose to try again? Because I didn't really want to. Let's just end this and be done. Interesting. Interesting. Heard you. What is the quest like? Okay, that's where I gotta go. I was like, okay. Okay. Start competition. Oh. This is the actual competition. Not the fake stuff.
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win!
Let's go over our game plan.
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes!
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
It's hers, but without the apostrophe. Yes. The follows plural words
You killjoy!
replaced the F.
We're a real dream team.
Let's just charge right in!
We know each other pretty well, so working together should be a
I
breeze.
think it's just how that
Still,
is.
let's not get careless.
A
There are a
speller,
lot of
okay?
cliffs
Don't
nearby,
ask me,
so our
I know
vision will be
nothing.
obscured. They could ambush us
Okay.
from the high ground too.
In that case, let's follow the water instead.
Do I know any kind of
See that
English?
flag over there?
Absolutely not.
That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Mualani.
They don't know what hit 'em.
All right then, time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff.
Look, I don't know a damn thing about no. Like,
I'll take point.
English is my
Everyone
main
follow
language,
me.
okay? But I don't know shit. I'm the last person to ask about that. Okay. I barely know my own language. Shit.
Let's ride! Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking.
Damn.
They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head on now.
I'm ready! All right then, time for a real showdown.
Come on, show me your courage.
Drilling down!
Get out, Kachina!
Target acquired for the Lord of the Night.
Submit your souls in sacrifice! Speechless. Hey, no flashing! Give this everything you've got! Shabam! Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible! go!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Wait a sec. Don't forget to plant our flag before we leave. This is proof of our victory.
We got that shit, y'all. We got that shit.
See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
Don't worry. Leave this to Turbo Twirly.
You've got this, Kachina!
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
If I'm not back on time, my dad will
Here comes another.
Let's ride! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh! Clear the area!
Let's claim these souls!
Take a look behind.
Is that all you have? Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
He's got like the three.
All
the
right.
best
We've taken the
people in
Masters of the Night Wind's
the
base
OGs
too!
of Notlon, the original
Look,
three.
up there in the mountain,
The original
the
trio.
flag of the Flower Feather Clan.
Wow, looks like they're already on high alert.
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly mobile too. With our current forces, a frontal assault won't be easy.
Looks like I showed up right on cue, huh?
Yay, you're here too, Shilonen!
They did mention reinforcements. This is a formidable ally indeed.
Let's save the small talk for when the flag's in the bag.
Now that backup's arrived, let's split up into 2 teams.
I'll lead a frontal assault to draw their fire. The rest of you find another route up and strike directly at the heart of their base.
Let's go!
I can taste our victory already!
So what do I have to do again?
Hold up, that's where Shilonen's headed. Let's find another way.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
This is like so cool. Damn, fucking cool.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our defenses somehow. But this is just the beginning. So stay on your feet. If you can.
Go get some Sunday
Not
snacks.
gonna lose.
Well said. Let's do
Get
this.
some Sunday snackies.
Let's have ourselves some
Share
fun.
some with me. You have a good one, Chassis. Good seeing you.
Watch out.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna get singed. Here goes. Get.
Let's shred, Sharky.
For the Lord of the Night!
The dead would leave. Dragon.
I got him cornered!
You still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
It's raining fire. Ow, I got it. Cool it down a notch.
All right, how about we call it a day?
Does that mean we've won?
Told
unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside when I'd heard you already taken the base. That was well played.
We wouldn't have taken the base the way we did otherwise.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their hands on some?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on our way back.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly! Are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
She's absolutely not.
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
Does anyone have an opinion?
That's awesome!
Like the anime? Green fruit chips. Grain fruit chips. Grain fruit chips. Even Lolly didn't notice anything strange about the sacred flame crystals. Am I overthinking?
Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work.
Oh,
Ooh, and good food and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
I've heard.
How about we head over there together?
Know somebody
you can all hitch a ride on
high
Turbo
school that
Twirly.
really liked it, and he
Ugh,
stated,
sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging commissions first. Let's meet at the People of the Springs later this evening.
About that.
I need to help at the shop
There you go,
anyway,
it-
so I'll pick up some snacks there.
So that's
See
the
you all
only
tonight.
impression I have.
I
It
might
was-
be a
it's
bit
really
late.
popular anime
If you're
from,
all
like,
there
back in the
earlier,
day,
feel
though,
free to start
like,
without me.
2000s or something.
Great! Paimon can't wait!
Huh? Sure. In that case, I guess I'll be off too. See you tonight.
You good, Kachina? Kachina, you good? Is my daughter okay? I don't know if I like that. She paused for a second.
Hurry up, guys! You're the last ones left. Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Let's save the reminiscing for later. Let's go!
Okay, is that better? Here, we'll see if that's better. All girl band.
Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
Yes! Look at the trees! Oh, it's so good! Oh, now it's too low? Okay, hold on. Is that better?
This is the life. Hear this, hot spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the Almighty Dragon Lord.
Almighty Dragon Lord. It's crazy.
All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day.
Aren't you gonna join
I
us,
love her
Shimon?
swimsuit. It's really cute. I would wear a swimsuit like that. It's adorable. Yes. Okay, good. Good.
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
She's a cat.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
Food. The food.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for Paimon! Take that, Kanich!
Oh, look at Kanich. She's so cute. The traveler's so cute. Oh, Paimon and her pigtails. I love her pigtails. She's drunk. Nah.
Hey, watch it, how? You're splashing water everywhere.
Now Shaloni might be drunk.
This is so tasty. Traveler, you gotta try it.
Kachina.
Kachina. Tevat to Kachina. I made Sora's crackers. Come have some.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Janich, you surless.
Don't
hurt me.
Putting him in a blanket. He said no. Luckiest guy there.
Thanks for sticking around to help me clean up.
Genshin Traveler.
We had a blast.
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are
this
here.
song right
It was
here,
so
it's about
much
to
fun.
play. I love this song right here. I love the style of it. Like this beginning section of the song. Like the whole song is like my favorite song in all of this. Here, this area. So good.
You know, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner.
I noticed that too. She's been a bit off since the exhibition match ended.
It's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? Oh, sorry to do this, but could you try asking her?
Of course! We'll ask the next time we're alone with her. If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now, too. Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Springs.
Of course,
Bye,
Milani.
See you soon!
So good. Such a good song! I love the song. Such a good song! Alright, let's go see... Not Star Quest. Oh, yeah. Wait until 2 days later! Very well, let's go see... Okay, let's go right here. Ooh, it has a bossa nova vibe. It does have a bossa nova vibe. I love it. It's like such a good song. There's another song I really like. I'll show it. I'll show it in a minute. That I play all the time when I'm like chilling at home. It's this song and then another song. It's the only two songs I really, really like in not one. Okay. Let me show you. It is... It's over here somewhere. It's over here somewhere. Where's her house? Where is Lolly's home? Because that will tell me everything. This is the Masters of Nightwind. And her home should be somewhere. Unless that's her home. I'll have to find it. You're lost again. I am lost again! He would like Bossa Nova. I love Bossa Nova. I love Bossa Nova. Such a good song. Such good kinds of music. This is my kind of music. Is this your home? No! It's not. I don't know where I am. Hold on, I'll continue in a minute. We gotta find this. Where is it? was a teleport point for it. So now I need to find it. But I don't know where it is. It's not that, is it? Is it? Oh, it's over here. I see it. It's this way. It is this way. Duh. It is. I wasn't wrong. I was just facing the wrong direction. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna show you guys a good song of mine. A favorite song of mine. There we go. It's gonna play. There we go. This is like legitimately one of the best soundtracks in the Not One. Besides like a couple, like two others, like the one you just heard me sing to, and then there's like there's another one that's like really dope. The one of the battle themes that I really liked. But this song is like peak. It's so nice. This is her house. This is this character's house. So. I love that song! Okay, I'm gonna continue the story. I was vibing! I love that song so much. Oh my god. So good! Okay, let's go continue the story. J-pop? I don't know. I wouldn't say... I don't know what to call it, but I don't know if it's classified as J-pop or like just like... I don't know. It has some guitar in there, like some classic guitar, a little bit of this and that in it. I don't know what you can classify that song, but it is like my favorite song in this whole entire area of Not One, which is so crazy. Besides the People of the Springs, some of the People of the Springs, like one of their theme songs, and then this area has a really good one, like. I think it's either at night or like it's one of the other morning songs that it cycles through. I like a lot. But definitely good. Definitely my favorite.
Oh, here you are, Katina! Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Has something been on your mind lately?
What makes you ask?
Oh look, corn.
Well, you seem to be down after the exhibition match, so we're kinda worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars.
And you did, Kachina.
So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is. Except for me.
Aw, Kachina!
And that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
You got plenty of time to grow up! Oh my god. My little heart!
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
This is an important stage in life too, Kachina.
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point?
Take your time.
I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough.
Take your time searching for what it is you want to do.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right?
Yeah!
When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, "You're eating this tonight," kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I see even you have your moments of wisdom, Paimon.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
What region? The people of the spring? That little, like, I guess, like, bossa nova-ish thing? And then the people of the Night Wing, Sitlali's theme. Those two are really nice. Sitlali's, like, room theme. I'm hungry, me too. I just ate, it's fine. I should not be hungry, I should drink some water.
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny Sitlali! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said.
I love Sitlali's
We'll need to gather
design.
all the sacred
So
flame
pretty.
crystals before we can
So
help
cute.
him.
It could do for some minor changes, if I would like to say, but other than that, I really like it. I really think she's cute and pretty.
I imagine you're right.
Bull.
By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you?
Run into trouble?
When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I was worried that the sacred flame crystals might be dangerous. Did you think there was something else in my mind? Well, I was worrying about Kachina, she was worrying about me. I should just be honest with her about the rumor. Maybe people might hate me for this, but I like Sitlali and the travel. But just that! That's like legitimately it. Oh, and Lenny! The Traveler and Lenny. That's another good one.
A baseless rumor, but a fearful sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Knowing the truth will put our minds at ease.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
Of course, Kachina! You're always welcome!
I don't see why not. Come,
Rumors do not start
let's
for
head
no
over to
reason.
my place.
They
we
must.
should
This
leave
one
this
might
little
have a.
Tapetlosaur to rest.
Give her a little nappy. Give him a little nappy. Medicine born of guilt is such an interesting term. Time to go to the collection of plenty. Or actually, the Nightwings, not the collection of plenty. I haven't gotten to that area yet. Boom, 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 boom. Rumors do not start for no reason, especially in Genshin. If there's a rumor, there must be some truth. Such as there are 3 moons, and the 2 moons died, and now there is only 1 moon. Blender. Blender. Painter.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era.
I love Master
Maybe
of
we'll
Nightwing.
find some leads we can
Very
follow.
Cool. They're like the people who keep history and stuff like that. The smart people. I guess that's what to explain it. Everybody's smart, but they're like analytical, I guess, I suppose. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe they're like the people of knowledge, I guess is the best way to explain.
There's that many?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
4 billion years.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
"14 years later." My cat Vinny just woke up. He was snoring for a good hour. Damn, a good hour of sleep. He's wondering why I'm still awake. I also wonder why I'm awake, but I'm playing Genshin. Streaming Genshin. A variety of events are recorded in the scrolls. The moment of is frozen history with the power of pull you back into the distant past. I have flipped through several of them. Still nothing about the Bloomflower trials. Yet the stories they contain, they're almost unimaginable. War, peace, alliance, betrayals. Seems like not long of the 6-7 centuries past, relations between the 6 tribes were incredibly complex and constantly shifting.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Are there still conflict between the tribes nowadays?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Myabe. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
That's the first time I've ever heard about it.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries.
Truly?
Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see.
You'll need an intervention. I might need one. I might need an intervention.
A curious coincidence indeed.
The gang is unamused with my existence.
It seems like the last Bloomflower trials
That's
were
the
also
gang
held to
giving
save the
me
life of an
intervention.
ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to 2 things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing!
Or maybe
You
something
know, except
happened.
that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Or maybe something happened that was too sensitive to record.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from?
Despite coming through the rest of the scrolls, none of find any
Oh,
further
looks like
information.
we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
Come to think of it, the mysterious Quacksaur that Milray mentioned might be able to shed some light on this. I have a feeling a certain Quacksaur might know a thing or two.
A certain Kukasaur?
Kukasaur, yes.
Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
Yeah, this might not be the best time to dive into the whole Saurian indwelling mystery. Guess I'll just give Kako the credit for now.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina
like,
can
until
head
I
over
can
to the
turn into
Flower
one.
Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Except she's here! Let's head to the Children of the Echoes. Let's head to the Children of the Echoes. I love being able to float.
Yeah! Incoming!
And she fights the pillow. It's so awesome. Naya, can you tell me any more about this mysterious Kukasaur that mentioned before?
Huh? You want to make friends with him too?
Yep, that's right. Where can I find him?
Tracking him down is no easy task because he's always off somewhere on his own. 1 second he'll pop up in front of us, then vanish into thin air the next. It's actually pretty impressive. One time, he took us to the absolutely beautiful place with a really, really tall stone gate. And there were so many other Kukasaurs there. We wouldn't usually trespass on other Saurian territory, but since he took us there, it was fine. He said it was his home.
Sounds like it might be near the Flower Feather clan. Let's go check out. What does he look like? How will I recognize him?
He was really easy to spot. You see one that looks all light and floaty. That's him.
Light and floaty?
Yep, light and floaty. You'll know who he is the instant you see him.
This seems to be the only description Nyan can come up with. It's vague, but it'll have to do for now.
Oh, and if you do see him, could you say hi for me and Milray? We're both starting to miss him. He did drop by to see us, but there was too many people around for his liking.
Sure thing. I'll leave it to me.
Feeling hungry? I just picked these from the orchard.
Go on, have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work.
She's so cute.
Don't wear yourself out with worry, okay?
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, they came by to bring food. Okay. Very cute. Sorry, I had to make that noise. What the hell is going on here?
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! You nearly scared the life out of me! Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
Okay, Milani.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive?
We just, run down.
In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like?
Light and floaty.
Nothing more specific than that?
Apparently we'll know who he is the instant we see him.
Well, in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kenichi will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
Go get him, Olana!
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Okay, Tuklaki? How do you say your name, good sir?
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
I'm sorry. I can barely speak English, to be fair.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
The fruit, just now, was kinda sour.
Try this one instead, it's super sweet.
Greetings, fellow Saurian. Hello there. How can we help? I was just wondering, have you ever met a Kukusaur around here who you'd describe as light and floaty? Oh, you're talking about that kid, are ya? Are light and floaty really such a distinct trait? These Kukusaurs seem to have instantly understood who I meant. And maybe it's something only they understand. He sometimes shows up around here, but he's always sneaking about, trying not to be seen.
He's often perched up on a cliff, just gazing out on some daydreaming about who knows what.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him following a human around a couple days back.
Huh? Well, that's not something you see every day. He's usually won't go anywhere near them.
So, is there any way to get a hold of him? I'd forget it if I were you. That kid comes and goes like a shadow.
Come join us for some fruit instead. Come try this one. It's sweet as sweet can be.
Okay, thanks. Doesn't seem like a very fruitful lead. Guess I'd better wait and see if Mulani and Kenichi have had any better luck. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this fruit! Oh, they're cute.
Take me up!
I just, floated toward close. See anything?
Anything on your end, Kenichi?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukusaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
No.
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukusaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow.
Maybe he's really high.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move?
I think we'll head back to the Masters of the Night.
All right. I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
Like, seriously.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best.
Okay then, see
Stop
you
that.
later! And thanks for your help!
Well, that was fruitful. Not really.
Let me think.
Kachina, Sweet Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur?
Don't think this is planning to make an appearance anytime soon.
In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out.
Maybe.
Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Hey, folks!
Aoife, what brings you here?
Damn, he's so tall.
Kenichi mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days.
Care to elaborate?
No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying!
It's a passed away Kukasaur.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
It's creepy.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Spooky.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this.
It's spooky.
What the... How is that even...
possible?
Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
weird.
Wait, surely that's not...
He's just like Aya's grandparents. No wonder Nyan described him as light and floaty. He really is instantly recognizable. Not like Kukasaurs I've ever seen. That must be Milray's mysterious friend then. The one spreading this rumor about sacred flame crystals belgulging human hearts.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro?
The way he asks that question is crazy.
If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
Can't do anything for a ghost.
He ran off.
Oh, okay. Follow him?
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
He said everything
All right,
he ever
enough
learned.
chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
Let's go! Oh, these guys are so cute, the tall ones.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
Oh, looks like that's the case. Music's just so good right here. Woo! After some energetic digging, it's
These are...
a coffin.
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
All the gang telling me to get my shit together. Look at everybody staring, it's crazy.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
Temple.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
Why you give me Ginkgo vibes?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried
they're
about
brothers.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Why is he looking like that? Because every character who looks like that, they're suspicious.
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold Bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor.
Oh, as always, the veterinarians do the best for their little Saurian companions.
With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Damn.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
I feel like I already
And
know what's going
Antu,
on.
be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
Damn.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever.
Damn. He probably spread the word that, oh, if you join, you get power from these crystals. And now, like, everybody's scrambling for these crystals.
So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone.
Yeah, it's true. Your brother's a piece of shit.
How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Yeah, he says that to make himself feel bad. Exactly, he's saying all that shit to make himself feel bad. This little bitch. I'm glad you're dead 500 years later. They have a better tribe leader now, you bitch.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted.
Damn, get him.
All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nompole! Where are you going?
Yeah, you failed him as a
Antu!
brother. You piece of shit.
Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way.
After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came.
Almost a chocobo.
In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze.
Oh, poor little guy.
I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
My little heart. Oh. Poor thing.
Medicine born of guilt.
Hey, that's your answer, sister.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little Cuckoosaur going?
Look, over over there. Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories.
I'll go hang out with him.
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
Right the wrongs of the past, good sir. Coffee time. I don't know what he said. Oh, he turned into a bird. Onto? Aren't you the blonde guy from just now? Wait, is that your real form? You could turn yourself into a human? That's amazing. Can you teach me how to do it? I want to talk to the humans, but they don't like me. Do you still remember what happened back then? Only bits and pieces. I remember being in a lot of pain. I remember how worried my good friend Nampole was. Afterwards, the pain stopped and my body felt so light, but I couldn't find him anymore. I hid and searched and searched without end. My body kept getting colder and colder, like I was freezing to death. Luckily, I found a nice cozy cave where I huddled up and slept for ages. When I woke back up again, the world seemed completely different. Cave? Yeah, and there were all these strange patterns on the wall. Some of them even looked a bit like me. Could he have meant the remnants of the secret source? That's the closest place to the Night Kingdom. Maybe his soul hasn't faded away yet, because he was hibernating then. When I came out of the cave, I saw those evil monsters had returned, so I went to help. That's how I met Milray and Neian. The three of us had them running in circles. Once I'd shown my friends the way, those monsters didn't stand a chance of catching them. Eventually, those monsters all disappeared, and then I faintly heard the sound of Nampole's voice calling out for me to come to him. The monsters that must have been after the final battle against the Abyss. The ley lines had been restored, so at this point, he could have returned to the Night Kingdom. But you didn't go with him? I wanted to, but the Milray came down with the same illness I had, and I was so worried for him. Nampole said that the sacred frankers were required for the cure, but those crystals are evil. As soon as they got their hands on them, even the closest of friends would get into the most vicious arguments. Everyone started acting so strangely, like they've all been bewitched. Damn, crazy. So you think it was all because of the sacred flame crystals. I love the birds, they're so cool. What else could it have been? They were all such good friends before, and they used to care about me too. It's all because of those evil crystals. I wish I could cast every last one of them into a volcano, but we need them to cure Milray. What should we do? Just as Nampole concluded in his scroll, Antu misunderstood the real cause of the strife. It wasn't the power of the sacred flame crystals to bewitch human hearts, but rather human greed and scheming. What can I do for now for the poor little creature? Should I tell him the truth from his standpoint? Would knowing the truth even make any difference? Big bro, you seem a bit down. I'm okay. Let's head back to where the others are. Antu's eyes are full of such heartfelt concern. I don't know what to tell him. Times have changed, and so have the people. He's the only one still trapped in the past. Music's dope right here.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor, Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Watching his friends.
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Never mind what you're trying to do. Can we even be sure he understood you?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Even she was confused.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along.
Another 2 days!
As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Alright. Let's... Oh, I gotta wait 2 days. Okay. There we go. Let's go. Second now. 2 hours, nice.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
He did.
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure. Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
The tale of the little cocksaur.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today, but it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
Varessa. Where are you from? Tetokan. Varessa runs an orchard and lives an idyllic, simple life. While normally gentle and easygoing, she dons a mask in battle that ignites her fighting spirit to drive away villains and monsters alike. However, her strength comes at a price, a bottomless appetite that renders her equally ferocious when faced with foes or food. She also a regular contestant in the Epic Feast Showdown.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukasaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts. And that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he?
Maybe.
He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Aww, he's so cute.
Yeah, I get where you're going with this.
I love Shalonen.
The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple tasks, like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise was arranged neatly. Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Oh man.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine. But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs.
First, you have my board. I'm probably
some
the best at
encouragement.
arguing here, don't you think?
Kids need lots of encouragement to grow up good.
We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects,
cake.
like
Or chocolate
smoke to
cake.
mimic the evil
That
power,
too.
and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Citlali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
They want to pretend to argue. Me too, Shalone!
Let's see.
What I'm interested
We've got
in.
our actors and the stage is set. Now we need a director, a dude to run the show.
Huh? Who?
Why are you all looking at me?
You, Kanich. It's you, good sir.
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
Sucker. Absolute sucker. You said he was lucky, he is not.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play, right?
That's right. All right, once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Hey, Yasusta!
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more.
I can't say it.
I hope that
it'll
this
be a
time we can
spoiler.
bring them to a close free from regret.
Well, I'm ready for it.
Are you all confident that
Well,
we can do
I'm ready
this?
to see it. I can't wait.
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's go.
Then let's get this show on the road.
I want to get to the arguing part. Do they argue? They'll probably know it when you see. Okay. Okay. This is my first time seeing it, so I'm excited.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
Let's go! You can fly, Paimon.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
Jesus Christ. Orlan is crazy.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
Honestly, I don't know why people hate not one other than the skin tones, because the personalities of the characters are way better in my opinion compared to Fontaine. And they have so much more character development. I love Fontaine. Okay, first of all, it has Navia. So, I mean, of course I love Fontaine. I see where people are coming from. And personally, I don't think the characters are that, like, the characters' personalities are much for it. There's also, like, a lot of stuff they could have done with, like, some of the designs. Some of them I like, generally. They could add a couple of things, like, you know, that represent what they're supposed to represent a little bit more. It's not totally bad, though. I don't think it's, like, goddamn the worst thing on the planet. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think it's the worst thing on the planet. You know what I'm saying? in terms of like the story quest, someone mentioned it and I had to agree. They said, I was reading up on stuff and they were like, there is such more individualism in places like Fontaine and Sumeru. Like everybody has their own struggle. Nalon is more centered because she had a decent amount of development. But most other Fontaine characters didn't really get much development outside of their story quest. I like the whole Lenny story quest. Like, personally, I'd have to disagree with that. I feel like Fontaine had a wonderful, like, really wonderful personalized character development. Everybody had their own struggle. You know the struggle of Nouvellette. You know the struggle of Navia. You know the struggle of Lenny. You know the struggle of the main specific cast, including Farina. Especially Farina. But in this one, because Nalon is about unity and not about people's personal goals coming together to meet a certain goal. This is all about all the clans. I mean, they were at war. They all had to unite because they were at war. You know what I'm saying? So now they all get to have their own. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same kind of storytelling, I guess is the best way to explain it. It's still pretty decent though. It's just not in the same sense as the others. I love the story behind Farina and Navia, but most other characters felt boring to me. I'd have to disagree. Actually, the only character I felt like they didn't do justice was Riceley. Riceley was like, I think the only character I felt like I don't know. They explained his story with his character story, which was really good. But his play in the whole story as a whole is not the same level as Nouvellette, Farina's, Navia's, and Lenny's story. All of those characters specifically played a bigger role in Fontaine's story than Riceley ever did. And I don't know how I felt about that, personally. I thought they were all great. Emily felt okay. Emily literally came out after that whole thing. That's why she felt so flat. Like, she felt flat because she was not part of that whole thing. Emily wasn't important. Exactly. She wasn't important.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
Let's start with the base at the foot of the mountain.
But the area nearby is full of rocks! Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on, time for a warm-up.
She was as flat as a deflated balloon. Emily was literally Suijin. Her story was okay. There were some parts I liked. Her past was good, but other than that, I don't know. I like Sejrin a lot. I think she's really cute, and during certain parts, this is the thing, okay? This is my thing. When you release so many characters, especially when you release them after the main story quest, they lose a lot to the imagination. Like, you barely get to see them interact with all the other characters other than in events. You know what I'm saying? So, characters like Emily, instantly forgot about it. Sejrin is amazing. We love Sejrin, and she played a role in the main, story quest. But I feel like because Emily was after that, and that's how I feel about Chiori. I love Chiori. I love that she's a fashion designer. That's really cool and cute. And her story quest was really great. And she played a part in more than just her story quest. She played a part in side quests as well, or things like that. But I feel like once a character is released after the Archon quest, and they start trying to be integrated within the story, it kind of loses A little bit. Because for the main quest, all she was the champion duelist. I wish we had gotten more outside of her story quest. I would love to see her play more D&D with Navia. That'd be great. Floriana, we knew that she was tasked by her Navia's father to protect her.
Coach will take it from here. Start the clock! Quick as a flash.
Oops. I would love to see her play. Yeah! She plays D&D with Navia. So cute. Oh, I fucked up that. Just so you know.
Whoa! You actually managed to smash all the rocks! Whew! That loosened me up.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't know how to use her.
I'll stop you in your tracks!
Oh, Kachina!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Tell me what you see.
Out of the way or get blown away!
That was quick. Farewell.
Forget it.
Let's fly. Knock him down.
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it! Start the clock! Yeah! Keep pushing! Full speed ahead!
Away or get blown away!
Time to say hello.
Let's go! That's my daughter! Kachina is my daughter.
We've gotta fall back for now.
I love Kachina. She's my
Excellent!
daughter.
We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain.
All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking, is she?
Maybe. Oh.
On my mark!
Steady.
Oh! No one told me he does stuff like that! Y'all just let me be not having the good shit. Is that what it is? Mulani and Kanish feel like the perfect characters to complement Kachina based on their personalities. I agree on that one. I agree. They did that very well. Oh, he's like a Saurian essentially. That's so cool. Okay. I get to try out these characters.
Fulfill our pact! Seek Laline, eat Papa, get him! Quick as a flash! Let's move! Yeah!
Oh. You know?
Nice.
I think
Another one in the
personally,
bag.
out of all the characters, I like Mulani, Kanich, and Kachina the most. Besides, I like Sitlali. I think those are like some of my favorite anyways. Movuka and Shalonen interactions are always funny. I like Shalonen, I do. I do like Shalonen. Let's see. I like a lot of... I think Genshin does a pretty good job in general with some of these characters. Especially since they make so fucking many. They try to make them as unique as possible.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people in their base than expected.
I just think that maybe there could be just a bit more to the story that it had for Not Long, personally. And it didn't help that I feel like the way they wanted to do the stories for Not Long, I believe they said that they made it shorter and in spurts to make it go by faster. And I don't know if that was a smart decision. And I liked her. There are things I like about her. There are things that if anything, I liked her after the Archon quest. Kind of happened with Farina with me, but Farina, I felt like actually had good, really great character development, where you dislike her at first, and then you come to like her because of her struggle, because she was technically human that was cursed to live forever, and she had to play this role. She was forced to play this role, or the land would die. But I feel like that made her very likable. It's good. That's just good writing in general, personally. Mavlika, she was kind of... Her struggle wasn't so much that... Her struggle was about sacrifice. Does that make any sense? It was what a leader typically deals with when they're leading a nation. Or something like that. In war times, especially. Is, do I stay to do the future and hope that the future is better? Or do I sacrifice myself knowing it'll end the problem here and now? And that was her thing. But you don't really see that, I guess is the best way. You don't really gain that kind of understanding until the very end anyways. And like, she mentions it a few times, and her walking down, basically that her meditation, when she goes into meditation, you see that little area where she's walking down. She's going through that process of her letting go of those things and giving her the courage to move past that and be able to do that sacrifice, essentially. Which ended up she never actually had to do. She never had to actually. In fact, the person who took the sacrifice was Capitano, who took it in her place. Feels like it was kind of rushed. The story as a whole, maybe if they made it last longer, patch, we would have gotten a better detail. I honestly agree. That's what I think. Which is why I think that's also why I don't think people really like Not Long in the first place. I mean, there's billions of reasons why people don't like Not Long. They're all very valid. Very valid reasons. I understand those reasons. Okay? Alright. But I think sometimes when you sacrifice story in terms of... You see, I feel like they misunderstood. Because when people said they wanted shorter talking, they didn't want shorter story. They wanted the conversations for the characters to flow better. And I feel like I don't know if they understood that. I don't know if they understood that.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack.
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
Get her, girl.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Oh, our own. I love Citlali's headpiece. So good. Yeah, this fortress part of the quest in Fontaine felt like it went forever, probably because the story was so focused on Farina without her. It felt dead. The fortress part? Oh, yes! Yes! I felt like it could have been really good, though. That's the thing. I feel like it could have been really good, but they focused on the weirdest things in that section. I felt like. And I you can watch me play that section. You can watch me play. I genuinely liked it. There were parts of it I genuinely liked. But you know, I always get the time to actually think about it after the fact, which is why I like to enjoy the now and digest it later when I have time to digest it. Does that make sense? Like, for myself.
Faster, stronger.
Okay.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Tell me what you see.
Quick as a flash. Let's move.
Door's over.
Yes, my ether is very good. It would have been better if they took the chance to focus on characters outside of the main focus of the quest. Yeah. I feel like they could have integrated the quest with the characters. I feel like they did a decent job. Personally, I feel like they did a great job with Fountain. This, you don't get that with Not One.
Looks like the scions of the canopy space is on the other side of that cliff.
Aw, you bitch.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
Too late, I looked down. Ain't that the coolest shit? I thought the cool Fontaine was awesome. Fontaine was very awesome.
I knew that wouldn't stop you.
Let's
have our weapons do the talking.
I know it has a bit of a yeah, it's really confusing. I do not know how to use her. I skipped out on her. Okay, I skipped out a lot of characters with Not One. And I think I got Lonnie and Pachina, of course, she came for free. And Sid Lolly. I think those are the only two. Wee! I feel like in Not One, it's less focused on the cast and more focused on them as a group or as a team. I skipped her. I just didn't buy it. That's my thing with Not One. I skipped a lot. I only got like 2 characters. I skipped on Kanij. I skipped on who came after Kanij. I tried to get Shalonen, but I wasn't like trying to goad for her yet, but because I just wanted to learn how she moved first. And I tried her in some trial, and I was like, I don't know, and then I went through it, and it was good. So now I'm probably gonna get her next. Yeah, I didn't think Cheska, probably because was recovering funds after surprisingly getting C2 Shalonen, and I managed to get Mavuka C1. Let's go! Fontaine was freaking awesome. I really liked Fontaine. Not One, I feel like because it's all about unity and war and everybody working together, you had less time focusing on the characters as a whole, which I think they're making up with now. That's the thing. They're making up for it now in these events and these separate story quests. I don't think because they realized that they didn't the main story didn't do that specific, and because the story is about war and everybody coming together to fight in this war and fight in the Night Kingdom and all that stuff, they didn't really have time for themselves anyways. So now we're getting more time to actually learn about the characters after the fact, because now they can. Which I think, I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's like bad writing or whatever. I get the vision, I just don't think it should have come to the detriment of the characters themselves. That's what I feel like. That's how I feel. I'm giving it, basically, I like it. There are things I wish to change. Character designs I feel like could have been a little better, especially if they're based off of certain cultures and all that stuff. But I just feel like that's how my general consensus. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy Notlon for what it is, and that's fine with me for the most part. That's just how it is.
Alright, you have finished this fast.
Here comes another.
That's what I understand. I understand what they're going for.
Knock him down.
Let's round up. Go. You're free now.
Start the clock.
This was new.
Faster, stronger. Form first.
This isn't over yet.
Coach will take it from here. On my mark. Controlled breathing.
Tell me what you see.
Take me up.
Wow, I don't have to finish. Wow. Go get her.
Start the clock.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
There you go. I think the universe makes
The
sense.
fruits of
'Cause they didn't
victory
really have a
taste
chance
almost
to
as sweet
relax
as ones
the
I've grown
best friends,
myself.
so they didn't make over
At least I won't be in for one of Granny's
their
scoldings.
heads was a big threat. That's true. I feel like that's the reason why, but I feel like they could have individually focused on the characters and how they felt about it. The problem was, even at the beginning, it looked happy-go-lucky. And they kind of still touched up on like how they felt about the war, but like a good example is Mulani. A good example is Mulani. I love Mulani, which is why I got her. Which is why I got her. Okay, I love Mulani. Confident, knows that she's gonna make it, knows that they're gonna make it, and she's doing her best to be that mode of confidence for everybody else. And I feel like they did their best to try to figure out like how to get that like written, like how to express that with the other characters. Like a good example is Kachina. This is why I say Kachina, Kanish, and Mulani. I agreed with you. They are probably the best written characters, if anything, out of the rest of the cast. Cheska's story, like the whole thing with the war with Cheska, very good. It focused on her as an individual and her relation, how she felt about in that war, and that was great. All right, that was great. I still didn't pull for her. I don't really care for her very much in that sense, but I liked everything else. I liked her piece in the story. They didn't really do a lot any other way, personally. So I got him. I get you. Understood. I like Tanisha's like control. Sometimes I'll not like a character, but if I like the way they play, I'll get them because I think it's fun. But sometimes if I like a character, even if they're bad, like considered the worst character ever, I'll still get them. Like Kokomi. I still play Kokomi. So Lolly, her quest was all about how she feels about living and long. Yes, and it's focused on her. That's my thing. I love that about her, so I got her as well. Yeah, I got Lolly and Molani. I tried to go for Shalonen, but I kind of fucked up that because my pulls are bad, so I'm saving up for her now. So, and that, I think that's like the most characters I pretty much cared for pulling. I see Verissa's on, and she's like all of my favorite colors, but I don't really know. I don't really care much about how they. I don't really care much about her in terms of like her personality. So I just, it's like, eh. Everything else about her is cute though.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
Like now?
Anyway, good workout, huh?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh?
Speaking of which, I'll show you something interesting about my Kokomi then. You'll very much like this. I'm all about liking the underdogs and proving my point. But any character, even if they're bad, can still be very good. And I don't do Spiral Abyss ever. So yes, I do miss out on pulls, but I really don't care because I'm already picky as is. So I don't really need to like get every single character. So whatever. And I don't need to get them right away unless I really, really, really want them. But which is sad that I don't get Navia. I pulled for her like crazy, for real. But I'll show you something. If you have Kokomi and you like Kokomi, I'll show you something.
Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
I skipped on Raiden. I got Kokomi.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
Alright. Oh shit. It's taking me right into the play. Give me a second. I'll show you in a minute.
Aoife, this should be enough, right?
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
She's in it. She's into it.
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the Spell of Unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
That's how I do. That's exactly what I do. I play things in my head. Like, I do this thing where I imagine situations in my head and how I will respond to them. I do it all the time.
Great, then let's do this.
Aoife. Finally, a male character. Again. He's so good. So sad he's not a 5-star. Still so sad.
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy, you'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me. Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
What did I do again?
That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Yeah, just argue. Just like, I can't believe you. You are totally terrible. After what you pulled, I will never, ever trust you ever again.
Don't panic.
Like
I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this? Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker! Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker! How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
No. You just don't get it! The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest!
True.
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
This is great.
And when might that have been?
See, Lolly's a natural because she naturally is bitching about something. I love her. I think this is so hard. I won't say that. It's interesting. Oh my god.
The last time we had dinner, like I said, we were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge. Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Oh shit. Shit.
Damn it, Mawika! Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense?
Cannon! She said cannon is crazy. Cannon!
Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She already has something to complain about. She won't complain about it here.
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
Yep, this is my favorite part. This is a great vacation. What's that? She made her work on her vacation.
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Damn, banned!
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening. Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats! Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be! Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How, hereby appoint myself your referee! Kanich! Let's start with Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
They all have problems with you! They all have problems with you!
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it. And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
They certainly know how to be bread.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
Look, Kanich even here. He don't give a fuck. He going.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Damn.
Whoa! Time out! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Yeah, you're a little shit.
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. How does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger.
Oh, Mavuika, I love her. Sometimes. This is so funny.
We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
You sold it, girl. You sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years? Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Oh, yeah, never change, please. That's literally amazing. What the fuck? Oh, they always have such amazing things like this.
Huh. Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
I should never have believed you.
It's all my fault. If only I'd never fallen ill in the first place. I don't want to be cured, and I don't want the sacred flame crystals. Please stop fading, please.
Antu!
You're up, bro. This ends now. We're here to save the day.
Evil power that corrupts the human heart. There's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast a spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Oh, they're doing this for Sammy so little.
Now, Auroran. Got it.
Oh, there's a thing up there. There's an Oculus.
The path of fate lies bleak. walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
What in the... Look! The evil power is fading!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natland for centuries.
Psh, cheese! That's just for kids. I'd never go near it.
Huh? This is why everyone hates Aha! Right here! If you hate cheese, who are you? Are you even living?
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Aww, so cute!
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well, too.
And this is why I pulled for Sit Lolly, because we're the same. Love wine! Nice alcoholic drinks that tasty with nice little snackies.
Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along. And some blaze meat stew and volcano cake, too!
Ooh, volcano, unless you want to get locked up again.
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
It's a Lolly! I got you, I'm your girl! We can drink together, come on! Come on with it!
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again? Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
No! She's gonna pretend like she didn't.
Something about wishing I dropped by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible.
No, there's something behind the words right there.
Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
Wait, are you serious?
Do not mess with your Archon. Just like, hold on, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
Oh.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
No, you stupid lizard.
How? I owe you an apology too. I've been too
He's
harsh
gonna
on
creep
you.
him out. He's doing this to creep him out. He's playing him. I love this about. He's playing him. He's dead. Knocked him out cold. He's gone.
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped us?
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
Aww.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
You just had to get it.
You were this close to spilling the beans.
This close.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
For real!
Mualani. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
Aw, they're the sweetest! Like, who could argue with that? Look at her. Look at her face. Tell me you'd argue with my daughter. None of you better argue with my daughter. You're over. Over. That's my daughter.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, good night.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Everyone, over here! Hiya-san! And, whoa, that's a lot of saurians.
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Oh. How come the most important step of all?
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Let's go! Let's hope it
Oh,
works.
sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
I hope it works. Oh yay, animation! Yay! Oh, look at Gina! Oh, they look so happy! Oh. So cute! That's so adorable! So sweet, my little heart. So sweet.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion.
My little eyes. I'm sorry, I'm such a bitch when it comes to Genshin sometimes. My little heart.
Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro, and he's done that. We should be happy for him, just like he celebrated your recovery. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Woohoo!
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get them now.
Go on. I love that he's just a gardener. He's just a guy who gardens and studies.
Leave the meat to me.
Oh, yeah,
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
Alright, you were talking about Kokomi. Also, that cutscene is very cute. I cried. I have a soft spot for little creatures, okay? I have a soft spot for little creatures.
Let's move out.
Like, especially animals. A soft spot for animals. But I will show you guys. I'll show you, homie. My beautiful, my wonderful little Kokomi. Let's see. I always show my Kokomi. Look at that. Do I hate myself? Yes. Does she need her more work? Maybe. As always. As always, I never cease to amaze myself. Never cease to amaze myself. She still even has the healing bonus. The craziest shit. Oh man. I'll never forgive Hoyo for putting the little Saurians in the abyss. Bruh. I could not. I would. Ugh. That, for real, I could never. Why'd you do that to them? I love them so much, the little Saurians. Honestly, the Saurians are the best part of that line. I love the little creatures. I do. I have a soft spot for wildlife and animals. So, even though they can be very cruel, I think it's still very good. Always appreciate your local wildlife. I hate the fact that I need to kill some of them in order to get the material for Kanish for essential. I know, bruh. So fucked up.
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
This girl is just my daughter. I'm doing the most.
Ooh! In that case, Paimon'd be glad to oblige. So good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
Go ahead. I made this specially for you guys.
Oh, Kachina!
Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day.
You seem to have a bounce back. I see the cloud hanging over your head during the competition has disappeared.
Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely wasn't sure about where my future lay for a while there. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. They used to argue a lot, and even got into big fights. I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life. I love Natland the way it is today, And I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it.
Exactly.
So, I've decided to always do my best to help and make sure my friends are happy. Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
Always focus on what you can do, and then focus on what you can't do later. I say it every day. I say it every day. It's because I have family members, like, our youngest always like, is always like, I can't do anything about this, and it always makes her sad. I'm like, don't focus on that. Don't worry about that. Do what you can do right now. And do what you do, and then worry about that when you can do it. If you can't do it now, know your limits, and know that you cannot do it right now. Do what you can do now, so you can do it later. Okay? Remember that. Trust me, remember it. You're a good kid.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. You could open a cake shop. That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how to run a shop then. Baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile. That does sound like a wonderful life.
Oh, Kachina's gonna be a baker! Yes, I love her!
Thanks, guys. I think I might have found a new goal to work towards.
I'll be rooting for you all the way.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that Cuckoo-thesaurus yet. Any idea where they went?
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor. They're not back yet?
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone. Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and go check on them.
Let's see what everybody else is talking about.
The more meat you eat, the faster you'll recover.
Roar! Roar! The characters have some interesting voice lines for this part. They do?
I'm curious. How did you create that black mist?
It was just an illusion. If Granny had been the one doing it, she could have come up with something much more impressive.
All right. You can stop with the flattery. Just an illusion? You're already good enough to fool me.
Oh, is that incident still in your mind? I didn't exactly have a choice back then.
Near the door to the left. Okay, got you. Thank you.
Relax. I'm not here to dig up the past. I'm just saying you've got a real knack for illusions. And that's something to be proud of.
Aww.
Thanks, Granny.
Let's see.
A toast to the successful conclusion of the Bloomflower trials. Cheers!
Cheers. Finally. A few days off.
Planning a vacation, are we?
Judging from my experience with the pilgrimage, things are pretty quiet for a few days after competitions. There usually isn't much trouble.
Yeah, competitions do take a lot out of everyone. We all need a good rest.
Cheers to that. And a long overdue break.
All the chiefs are in the treasure, so they're okay. I think I saw them across the way. Here's some of the chiefs, so they're all here. I'm gonna...
Try some. Try some. How do they taste?
Delicious, as always. It's your signature dish after all.
How? Yum!
This wine's amazing.
Of course. Wouldn't have made it into my collection otherwise. Drink as much as you like today, people. I mean, I owe you all one, don't I?
We might just have to take you up on that.
As much as we like?
You might regret saying that.
All right. Bring it on.
He was like, shit, my wine's gonna be gone. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
I owe you an apology, too. I've been too harsh on you. Wish I could have frozen that moment in time so you could just listen to yourself.
A few more drinks, and who knows? You might hear it again. In your dreams.
In his dream, why is bro so tall? Like Turtle! Why is he so tall? Is that everybody? Vuk is behind the Chiefs. Is she behind the Chiefs? What the fuck? Oh, I see her. She blends in! Like, literally a red wall with yellow light literally disappears.
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Next time you need some, just come to me. Also, this is my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
There's certainly room for you're a natural you're a natural thespian.
Oh, really? Well then, next time something like this comes up, don't forget to keep me in the loop.
She's so silly. I'm keeping her spirits up. Is that everybody? I think that is everybody. I think that's legitimately everybody. Okay. Let's go find Aoife. Sorry. He's close to here. I guess there's not a single one close by. Yeah. Alright. I was wondering. I was like, I don't want to miss anything. I don't know how to start to be friends. We are friendly. We're the friendliest. Do you see this song? Do you hear this song right here? This is the most unfitting song for Notlan. Because it sounds too much like something in Fontaine. I'm just saying that. Up until this section. Then it doesn't. But that little beginning section, just, I don't know. Didn't like it. I feel like they could have did a little something.
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt.
She's round.
First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe.
Non-spitting for a peaceful night after the war in Notland. At least that's how I envisioned that song. No, because the little flute section, that little section, is in another song in Fontaine, and I just feel like it doesn't fit that little beginning section. I feel like they could have did an introductory a little bit more sweeter, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel like that particular instrument would have been best for that beginning. That particular flute sound. Maybe that's just what I feel like. I feel like they could have, but it just, I don't really like that beginning. The rest of it is fine. Sounds like not one. Just that beginning section just doesn't sit well with me, personally. It's just that.
He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Aww.
Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey,
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Aww. Spell of Unity.
Huh? Yo, bros. What brings you guys here?
Got you cake.
Bringing our bros some cake, of course.
Hell yeah,
Katrina
bro.
made these herself, you know. They're incredible.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
Oh, wow. That's awesome, bro.
Hey, save some for me.
There you go. This little section is very nice. This one's very nice. I like this one. How very nice. Is there anything else that I would be missing story quest-wise? Don't worry about these. No, nothing else. The Saurian quests. Here, I'll do us a little favor, because while I'm here, I think that's it. I think that's legit. You're legit. That is it. I think that's legitimately it. Huh? I did all that I could. Let's fucking go. I got through it. How many hours has the stream been going? If I may ask. I'm supposing like 2 or 3 hours at least. Let me see. Yeah, just about 3 hours. It's long. It always, Genshin storylines always are long for me. So let's do something nice. 3, yeah. They always run me that long, typically. So we'll end at a really nice note. Watch. We're going to my teapot. It takes us a minute, okay? Yes, I keep it like this. I love the ocean. I love the ocean a lot. So, everything's ocean themed. Let's see. Let's see, what door should we go to? Let's go, what's in here? Is this the library? This is the library. Let's sit. Alright. I always end like this. There we go! Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. It's always been fun talking about Genshin and how I feel about the story and hearing you guys' unique views. Always fun. It's always fun to hear what other people think about the game. So, it gives fun ways to talk about it. I don't know, I just like talking about it. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You guys have a good one. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.